Hello everyone. In this episode, I am going to be talking about life drawing and its benefits. I will begin by saying that life drawing is wonderful. Now, for those of you who have never done life drawing before, may feel a bit put off by the idea of looking at a naked person while drawing them. Some people feel a bit embarrassed, but believe me, as an artist, I can tell you it's okay. Even the model doesn't mind being looked at by so many people while they draw him or her. It's a liberating experience. I will go into more detail about this shortly. The wonderful thing about life drawing is that it is a visual exercise. It gets your brain working by challenging your mind about how the human body looks and works. There is so much to learn from life drawing, such as the human anatomy, the proportions, the different poses, and drawing at different levels of detail. Throughout my years of life drawing, I have drawn men and women, young and old. The one thing I have learned is that every human being has a completely different body shape. We are all different. We realize that we age differently to everyone else. It makes you realize just how fragile the human body really is. The best thing of all is that you get to reflect on your own body. You appreciate yourself more. You have a tendency to look after yourself more. You realize that you don't need to look any other way. As long as you are fit with a healthy diet, you will have a healthy mind as well as a healthy body. This relates to what I talked about in a previous video about the need for fitness. I'll put the link in the description below. However, there is one thing that I have to discuss that has been on my mind for years. When we look at the mainstream media, we are constantly told what looks sexy and what looks attractive. As a result, people feel insecure about their own bodies. This can have a negative impact on our minds as well as our bodies. The mainstream media always promotes a so-called ideal, quote unquote, version of a human body, as in, if you are a woman, you should look like this, and if you are a man, you should look like this, and if you don't look the way celebrities look, then you are unattractive. These are the sort of negative messages that I want to confront and we can actually overcome. These are often standards that are unattainable, and this makes people feel inadequate and ugly. The worst thing of all, when you look at the images and posters on and off the internet, what a lot of people don't seem to realize is that these photographs are edited and they are fake. The body shapes are given unrealistic shapes, and the skin is made to look smoother than reality. It gets worse when these images are all over social media and it forces people to mentally compare themselves to others, which reinforces feelings of unattractiveness and inadequacy. All this fake imagery that the mainstream media feeds into people's minds is a sort of idea of a perfect body. It's as if it's a form of success. If this person can have an attractive body, you can have it too, and you too will be attracted to the opposite sex. On the one hand, you see female models who are stick-like thin, which doesn't look healthy at all. On the other hand, there are these male bodybuilders who look like they're on steroids, which is most likely the case. That's also unhealthy. These body shapes are not natural, and yet the mainstream media pushes these things onto us like this is the mandatory thing to be in order to be attractive to the opposite sex. All of this has a negative impact on our mental health. It causes anxiety, it causes depression. So what happens is people start pursuing the perfect body for themselves by taking surgery and taking up diets that are actually harmful in the long term. If you are serious about the well-being of your body, I suggest you seek advice from a qualified nutritionist. There is no such thing as a perfect body. In fact, part of the beauty of the human body is the imperfections that it comes with. We all have disfigurations of some sort. Some of us have birthmarks. Some of us have scars, stretch marks, etc. Some women have timer-shaped bodies, while some women have pear-shaped bodies, and that's okay. Some men are skinny, while some men are more athletic, and that's okay. Some women are curvy, while others are petite, and that's okay. Some men are short, while others are tall, and that's okay. As an example, Renaissance paintings are more realistic and ideal. It's natural and beautiful. The mainstream media imposes unrealistic standards onto us. It's fake and ugly. Life drawing is the ultimate antidote to all the negativity from the mainstream media. It sets us free from all the unrealistic expectations imposed upon us. When you take life drawing classes, you will see how real human beings look like, and you begin to appreciate the flaws and all the imperfections. This creates empathy between the artist and the model. It builds empathy for other people too. When we look at Renaissance paintings, what we see are what the ideal bodies were at the time period when they were painted. Yes, we see athletic men and the women are curvy, but at least these men and women look natural. The women in these paintings are more curvy, wider hips, and small breasts. Men had thick thighs and large muscles without them sticking out too much because they have a healthy amount of body fat. There was no photo editing back then, such as the 15th century, and yet these men and women looked attractive. Why? It's because they looked natural. The artist drew them, painted them, and presented them as they are. These are more realistic, and these body images are more attainable than what the mainstream media puts out there. Art makes us feel better. Art is good for our mental health. This goes back to what I talked about in my previous video about why we love art and music. I'll put the link to that in the description below. Now, getting back to life drawing, what are the benefits of life drawing? Firstly, it helps us improve our artistic ability to understand proportions and perspective. It makes us better artists. The more you practice, the better you get at it. It trains your eye to be more observant. It is not the same as looking at a photo. A photo is just a 2D image, while looking at a real-life person enables you to see them at different angles. That way we understand the human anatomy even better, to marvel at this wonderful body we have. This teaches you how to focus. In a world where we are constantly bombarded with things that are fighting for our attention, life drawing enables you to forget about everything and focus on what is right in front of you and draw it. Life drawing helps you forget about everything that causes stress. It relaxes our minds. It enables us to practice mindfulness. You learn from your mistakes. When you draw the human body, you will make mistakes again and again. Many of us put too much pressure on ourselves to get everything right straight away. We learn by making mistakes. Life drawing teaches us to let go. We don't have to take life so seriously. There are no repercussions for not drawing anything right, which brings me to my next point. Life drawing is stress relief. It helps you relax and brings calmness to your life. It liberates you from everyday stresses. It enables you to express yourself, release your emotions onto the drawing. It is therapy. Another benefit that comes with life drawing is that it builds positive social connections. When you go to life drawing classes, you meet people at different skill levels, from beginners to professionals, and that's okay. It's not a competitive environment. We are there to relax, make mistakes, and to learn. What's even better is that after you have finished drawing the pose, you let other artists see your work, and they can marvel and critique yours while you get to have a look at theirs. It's a wonderful way to socialize. It's an enjoyable experience. I have lost count of the number of times beginners who asked me, "How do you do that? Where do you start?" Or comment like, "I like how you drew this." This is a wonderful way to socialize. I have seen many beginners progress, and it's a joy to behold. And I got to meet professionals, some who worked in certain art industries while others just do it as a hobby. The socializing involved with life drawing is beneficial to our mental health. If drawing the human body seems too hard, it's okay. You can always start with still life at home. You can start by drawing a bowl of fruit or a different range of objects. Once you feel you have gained enough practice, then you can throw yourself into the realm of life drawing. Take risks and create messy art. In the process, you will grow and feel good about it. So, If you have never tried life drawing before, I say go for it. Give it a try. Ask the teacher for help when you get stuck. They are always willing to help, and for those of you who have attended life drawing, keep doing it. Your art skills will improve. With life drawing, we will create better art with better feeling artists and a better world. Thank you all so much for listening. I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope this inspires you to take up life drawing. Better yet, draw and create. If you have any artwork such as life drawing you'd like to show me, feel free to share links to your artwork in the comment section below. Take good care of yourselves.